Hi there, everyone. My name is Sean Ferguson, and I am the Assistant Director for Residence Life and Student Conduct here at St. Leo University. Today, we are going to be talking about residence life and everything any student needs to know as they prepare to live on campus for the fall academic year. The mission of St. Leo Residence Life is that we empower students to develop a safe and inclusive living experience that promotes a thriving community of holistic student learning. If you've ever heard about students on campus before or about residential life, we are the space where a student comes and builds community, they make friends, they attend events and programs in the residence halls, and they also created a safe space where students can learn and become academically successful. This is our team. Our team is comprised of a couple professional staff members, our director, Dr. Tori England, and then myself and Kamisha Norris, who is the Assistant Director for Housing Operations, as well as our graduate assistants and our administrative team as well that you can see in this photo. We work to serve all 1,600 students that live on campus at St. Leo University's University campus. Our team is available 24 hours a day, and they can be called at any given moment. Our team is also comprised of resident assistants that we'll talk about a little bit later in this presentation. So a few of the things that we offer in our residence halls. Every single residence hall comes fully equipped with high functioning Wi-Fi. As someone who lives on campus, I can attest that the Wi-Fi is strong enough to connect to Zoom. It's strong enough to watch Netflix. It's strong enough for you to do anything you need to do with class, or for those of you interested, to play video games as well. As you can see in these photos, these are a couple of our recreation spaces. We have some outdoor spaces, including our volleyball area, our basketball courts. We have an indoor game center. As you can see in this middle photo right here, it's our entire esports lounge located in Building 5, as well as our game room, where there's pool, arcade games, skee ball. All of our residence halls also have a fully functioning washer, dryer, laundry room that's free of charge to any students who live on campus. They can use theirs at any time throughout the day. It doesn't take quarters. You just put your clothes in the machine and press start. So what comes with a room? That's probably one of your first big questions. We have a lot of large furniture that's fully operating in the room. We have your beds, which is a long size bed, a long twin bed, dressers, wardrobe, full closet. If there's no closet, there is a wardrobe that's available. Mini fridges and microwaves are all stocked in each of the residence hall as well. So no need to bring your own microwave or your own mini fridge. We supply that for you. As you can see here on the left-hand side of the screen, here's some of our first year residence halls. We have Marmion Snyder, Henderson and Benoit, Alumni, and Roderick. Marmion and Snyder and Henderson and Benoit are considered double rooms. In this space, you're going to live with a roommate in your physical room and have a shared communal bath on the floor that's shared between you and others of the same gender. Alumni and Roderick are considered apartment style or suite style, where you live in your own specific bedroom and you have your own specific bathroom. Now, some of the rooms do come as a double, where you're going to have a roommate who sleeps in the same room as you, and some of them are singles, where you have your own room, but you and a couple apartment mates share a common living room and a common bathroom. Now, in Alumni and Roderick, you are responsible for cleaning those spaces, whereas in Marmion, Snyder, Henderson, and Benoit, the communal bath is cleaned by our housekeeping staff. Students often ask, should they bring a car? How can they get around campus? I find campus to be very walkable. So if you don't have a car, no worries. But if you do have a car, we have tons of parking. You may have heard at other campuses that universities have pretty hard to find parking. I find that the parking here on campus is actually really accessible. You're never too far away from your academic hall or your residence hall. Personally, if you live on campus, there's a pretty good chance that you're never going to drive to class, just because everything is such a close walk from one building to another. It's one of the aesthetically nice things about St. Leo University. Can you bring a bike? Of course you can bring a bike. Bikes are encouraged, and we can have you register your car or your bike through our university safety. As you can see here at the bottom of the page, our Residence Life website is also linked. I encourage anyone to visit stleo.edu/residence-life for all of the information that we're going to talk about during today's module. Next up, you have some of your floor plans. I mentioned it before about how the rooms are laid out. Here you can see what the Marmion double looks like, the Snyder double. Marmion is a residence hall designed specifically for male identified students, Snyder for female identified students. Then you see Benoit and Henderson, very similar in structure. Benoit being for men, Henderson for women. And then you also see the Roderick rooms and the alumni rooms. So you can see how the Roderick and alumni offer those private baths, very often shared with you and a roommate. Some of the things that you want to think about when you're packing are all going to be referenced on this list here at the bottom right, some common things to include. What I encourage everyone to do when they're packing is to type in their URL, stleo.edu/what-to-bring. It's going to be an extensive version of what you see here, and it'll be very helpful in August when you're creating your full list of things that you want to bring from home or that you need to go shopping for. But you can always reference back to this page for some common things to include in your packing list. Meal plans are run through Residence Life. Now, the meal plans are different depending on what year you are. We have 3 different plans that we offer. We have the unlimited meal plan, the 10 meal plan, the 5 meal plan. Now, naturally, the commuter meal plan is a block of meals, but for any on-campus residential students, they'd be required to get the unlimited plan, the 10 plan, or the 5 plan. Now, I mention that intentionally because that's going to be something you look forward to in your later years at St. Leo University. All first-year students are required to get the unlimited meal plan. Now, that is intentional because we know many students are coming to campus for the first time. We want to make sure that they're able to constantly take advantage of the networking opportunities that take place in our dining hall and also make sure that no students go hungry. So when you move into our upper class halls, and you'll learn more about those with your time at St. Leo, then you can scale back to a different plan. I, for one, like to keep the unlimited plan and had the unlimited plan all 4 years during undergrad. I encourage students to take advantage of that plan because the dining hall has some great food to offer, and it's also an amazing space to meet students and connect with other individuals on campus. I'd like to take a moment to talk about our living learning communities. We call them here at St. Leo our LLCs. But an LLC, a living learning community, is an opportunity for a student to live amongst their peers in an academic space that creates an environment around their shared interests. So our Academic Excellence LLC is for students who are participating in our honors program. Our honors program, LLC students, the Academic Excellence Honors Program, are all housed in Alumni Hall. So you'd be living with students who are in the honors program, you'd be learning with students who are in the honors program, and you'd be going to events together, creating communities together. Prayer and Mindfulness, this LLC is designed for individuals who want to focus really on their spiritual self, their religious self, and we encourage these students to take advantage of our different operations that our university ministries has here. St. Leo University is a Catholic institution, but Prayer and Mindfulness LLC does not necessarily mean you identify as a Catholic individual. It's really whatever way that you show up and practice religion or spirituality. And this is a floor of individuals who all have similar goals, probably similar studying habits. And we encourage these students to create community, but we also facilitate it as well. We have academic professors who come into this space and create events for the students. Our resident assistants also create events for these students. It's a community centered around people who want to focus on prayer and mindfulness. And then the last LLC, we have our Leadership and Service LLC. This is designed for students who really want to take advantage of giving back to their community. They can come in and there's leadership opportunities. We do goal setting, but we also go out into the community and create these environments or these spaces for students to give back. If that's something that you've been previously spending your time doing, the Leadership and Service LLC might be calling your name as a space for you to engage with other like-minded individuals. So you may have heard me mention a couple of times about our resident assistants. So who are our RAs and what do they do? Well, an RA is an upper class student, sophomore, junior, or senior, living on campus who is there to create community for our students, but also to help with safety and security. Our RAs sit, as we call, on desk every single night of the year, 365 days a year, and they are there for you to come up to with an issue. Maybe you have a concern about class and you need help, or maybe you and your roommate aren't getting along and you're looking for a little advice on how to navigate a tough conversation. Our RAs are there to help our students in whatever way exists. I mentioned before that our RAs have to do with event planning and community building. Our RAs will host events in the building multiple times throughout the week. So No one really has an excuse to tell me that there's nothing going on campus, because in their residence hall, 3 to 4 times a week, there's different ways that students are being engaged, on top of the many different and diverse ways that our university is engaging students as well. But I know in the residence halls, there's an opportunity multiple times a week for you to meet friends and get to know others that you're living with, all of your neighbors. At the bottom of this page, you see the Student Code of Conduct. Our Student Code of Conduct and our Guide to Residential Living are all of the pieces that make up what rules and expectations are set at the institution and what students need to know to make sure that they're in good academic standing. Our RAs help promote the Student Code of Conduct and also hold students accountable to it. So if a student was violating the Student Code of Conduct, our RAs would be the ones who are addressing it, and then it would go through the formal conduct process. And if anyone is interested in applying to be a resident assistant, applications for this open up in late fall. So make sure that you're looking for those applications. The applications close in the spring, and we hire for the next year. So if you're a first-year student coming in fall of this year, you could be hired for the following fall as an RA for perhaps your sophomore year. Our contact information is listed below. So you can find us in apartment building 6. We are the suite 1002, but really what that means is if you walk into apartment 6, we're the first office you're going to see. I encourage any students who are here on campus for a tour or just popping around on their first couple of days or weeks on campus to stop by and get to know us. We're the place that you come if you need a new key. We're the place you come for a room change request form or any questions about your housing or your meal plan. But many of you will not be on campus over the summer, and I understand that the best way to reach us will be electronically or over the phone. Our phone number is listed as 352-588-8268, and you can catch us any day of the week, Monday through Friday, from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., or you can email us at our email, residence.life@stleo.edu. And as you may have heard, if you haven't already, the university slogan is "Love to Live Here," and that's something that we really treat pretty respectively in the Residence Life office. We do love to live here, and we think that if you join our residence hall team as a student, you will learn all of the different ways that our St. Leo University residential community is a space that you can love. And if you want to follow us today for more information, you can catch us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. I encourage you following us specifically on our Instagram for more upcoming videos and communication tools that you can learn about our residence halls and get some walkthrough tours from our current RAs who have information on there for you to check out. If you have any other questions, please contact us at any time, and we hope to hear from you soon. Bye.